And she's going to get dispatched. Very first ball. One bounce for Danny Wyatt. Usually makes her intentions known.
Good afternoon, Charles. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, that's a start, isn't it? I have to say I'm very excited about this Brave batting lineup. They're top four.
Well cut away, another fielding slip at backward point, and that will bring four to Danny Wyatt. Their second boundary. Low full toss, that's going to be squeezed through the backward point gap. This outfield is swift. Ball just wins. Very productive first five off Piper Cleary for the Southern Brave. 18 without loss after 10. That's in the air. Is it an opportunity? Finally, one goes the Welsh Fire way, and it is Bryony Smith. Oh, well, I was saying the tide was starting to turn for the Welsh Fire. And she smears it for four. Mandana moves to 9 for 2.
This is
25 without loss.
It's an absolute nightmare for Welsh Fire. And they move on 25 off only 19 balls faced.
Lofted again, and over the top of the infield. How costly these mistakes are now proving to be for the Welsh Fire. 20 balls have been bowled, 29 without loss.
Get down.
That's well played. Come back to that in a second, but again, it's a lovely piece of timing. She hasn't tried to overhit it, Danny Wyatt, as well. Just pick the gap, use the pace of the ball and the outfield to bring her four more. That's been clipped very nicely. It was sweet off the middle of the bat. No chance, Piper Cleary. Straight in front of us it comes. And the first 6 of the afternoon, you just knew the moment it left the bat, it was going all the way.
She doesn't mess around. She gets down that wicket early. A lot of bottom hand, not overhit it. And just went with control. Fantastic shot. She knew as soon as she hit it.
Now, Sarah Taylor asking the question. Georgia Hennessy into the attack. No great celebration, more a polite inquiry. Comfortably home. And she's finding the middle of the bat an alarming regularity, Danny Wyatt. She's a high-class player.
Good use of the feet. Has she got the distance? And I think she has, and that brings up the 50 for the Southern Brave.
She's gotten just right on it. Right now, nothing could go wrong for her. But you're right in most balls.
Well, Smith back in action, and first ball by Danny Wyatt, guided down backward square with ease.
She set the tone from ball one. They have right now, sitting pretty at the top of the table. And this is bread and butter here. ABC, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it.
And again down the leg side. And the boundaries are flowing for the Southern Brave.
The end is not going to get caught.
And if you offer that sort of opportunity, it's going to get pumped. Will it go to the boundary? Yes, it will. Danny Wyatt is cashing in, and she goes to 40 of just 23 balls. And that's as good as it gets. That is as good as it gets. I'm enjoying watching her in the flow. Halfway done, 50 balls gone, and 85 runs on the board. And helped around the corner. Really finding her flow in the second part of this innings now, Mandana. Too easy, and short and wide, and it's going to go to the boundary. And that's her second 50 of the 100 tournament. Danny Wyatt has shown her class. Let's just have a look at her 50 moment. How good is this?
Brilliant. Simply brilliant. That's what she's been from ball one.
Going nicely. Using her feet, the timing is outstanding, but the overseas pro Piper Cleary finally helps them hold on to a catch. It's been a long time.
You are absolutely right. Around.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding there.
Down the wicket, full toss. Hit out into the deep. There's been plenty of full tosses, plenty of short balls, and plenty of long substitutes.
Good display from Welsh Fire so far in the field. And as I said, it's most probably a knock-on effect from the demolition of their last game. And when that happens, you need to get back on it. Everyone's the fielders and the bowlers, and it didn't quite happen. And it sort of set the tone for this innings so far. You cannot bowl.
Played a clip through mid-wicket, and my goodness, the sound of her batter could have been anyone. 50 for Mandana. Push for 2. She's going to go to 51. Another wonderful innings. Danny White, she went to 50 pretty quick earlier. Shot. Oh, Darren Sammy and Ebony were talking about the fielding. Slowly. Shot. Into the deep again. That's gone.
Yeah, fantastic cricket shot.
Oh, that's up. And guess what? I'll tell you what, the umpires are going to need some treatment after this.
It's raining sixes. And they march on. She's on 74.
151 is the highest women's score in this year's 100. It's not anymore. This is 154 is now the #1 score in the 100. Practice for that one life shoots. Oh, across her stance. And this is where actually, for the women, it's very difficult, because normally, as the 50 partnership comes off, just 25 deliveries. Deep square leg has to come up because 5 have to be in the ring.
It's just sensible batting. As she said, she saw the fielder come up.
161, it's a big score. It's a very, very big score. It's a record score. Is there more? No, it's a good catch out on the boundary. That's the second wicket. How many moon balls in the 3? That's not one, and that's outside the line, surely. Yes. Are you going to go upstairs?
Front on image, please. Just roll that through. Roll that through. Considering he's out, you're going to have to change your decision. Yeah, on camera now.
Maya Basho, what is she doing? Oh, she gets an outside edge. And it's coming down to us here in the pod. There's another boundary. Runs aplenty this afternoon in Southampton. Here's the final delivery across her stumps. Couple of bounces. Spin has played a role. She's not going to get 2. No, she's not. That's a big score. 166 is a big score. Shot. It's a good start. Bit of in-swing from Anya Shotzi. We've seen that a few times. So that's up. And she's going to get lucky. Fortune favours the brave.
Yeah, big outside edge. One thing they do say, if you're going to flash, flash hard.
They get 166 is if we absolutely doink it. There's one of them. They're going to need plenty more, though. You've got to put pressure on the bowler. You have to make the bowler feel like you're in control. Yes, they fitted. That's a shot. Down the ground. Smack through the offside. Is that going to start the charge?
Good use of feet. Was stable at the moment of impact. And then able to really place the ball.
There we go. Another boundary. 25 without loss after 20 balls. Down the ground. She's going to pick up a boundary. There's 30 balls, there's 37 without loss.
And that's lofted high. Opportunity for Wyatt in the deep and safely pouched. Just the player you want underneath the high catch. That's why she's in that position. Something had to happen for the Welsh Fire and for Hayley Matthews. Too much pressure being put on, and she perishes.
Danny Wyatt is the fielder you want underneath it. Hayley could feel the pressure. She needed to.
Hammered away by Bryony Smith into space and just beyond the reach of Maya Bouchier. Nicely picked up.
The boundary, but you're letting the bowler know. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. A 4, then a 6. Can this be a shift?
Straight down the throat. Trying it 1-2 many times. The shift in momentum has gone. Beautifully played by Redmayne. Left or right leg out of the way. Just allows the bat to flow through. Pierces the field nicely.
Just trying to open that offside field. Making room for herself in the bowler's mind.
Oh, the doubt was whether she was going to be stumped by 2 yards or 3. Charging down the pitch, too tempting for Taylor.
Yeah. Every time she comes into bat, the pressure is on for quick runs. That's what you're talking about. Get her in early. Let her build an inning.
Just enough elevation from Sophie Luff. Brings her first boundary.
Female.
Oh, that's nicely hit. Really gave that the beans. Little bit of lean back in the shot. 70 miles an hour from Tara Norris.
Redmayne getting under that one. Just had to clear mid on. And that she did.
What's that? That's a good use of the feet. She was on the move. I don't know if she got a good enough connection. Yes, she did. The maximum for Sophie Luff and the captain. 20 balls gone and 75 needed.
Good shot, advancing down the track, hit over long on. Sounded nice off the bat, got a good piece of that. The skipper Luff, she needs a little bit more of that.
Line up for the Brave. Has she got in the gap? She has. That was actually much quicker off the bat than it first looked. Another boundary for Redmayne. Those numbers. Straight over the top. Good timing, another maximum. The captain has got a couple of sixes in a short space of time. This could be fun.
Down the wicket, striking it really well, hitting it really nicely. Not trying to overhit it, but hitting it well she is. She moves on to 22 off just 12 balls faced.
Again, looking for 2. And it's gone. It's got enough pace on it to race away, and that brings up the 50 partnership from these two.
Yeah, it's what they need, a little bit of impetus. Sophie Luff has come in and given that. With Redmayne, she's hit that extremely well.
Well, high up on the bat, and an easy as you like catch for Smriti Mandana. More salt in the wounds, but a sprightly performance from the captain, Sophie Luff, for 30 of 21.
I'll show you what it's about, what we needed to do. Just didn't quite catch it properly, in an easy catch for Mandana, who's had a good game.
Well, not quite. And as you said, Alice McLeod, or Lissy McLeod, has wrapped up with a nice tidy one not out, but for the Southern Brave, they are absolutely delighted. They are into the final. Big smiles and appreciation from the local crowd, who sees a very, very exciting team dominate the group stages of this tournament.